Roll the highlights.
It's the recap, folks. I know you guys are counting down the days, hours, minutes, seconds for your favorite thing about Monday nights in the fall. It's the return of the 2012 Dynasty Fantasy Football Recap, Week 1 edition. Let me take a breath. Let me just think about things for a second. And Pris said roll those highlights. And I want to hear her say it again. Do you want to hear her say it again, folks?
Roll those damn highlights.
Pris wants to go to sleep. We'll kick things off with yours truly, the commish, as usual. Mainly because it's the first game that pops up in my schedule. As you know, the commish is used to disappointment early on in the season. And once again, the commish curse proves it is live and well. I don't know if we can truly call Gabe a rookie, as he's participated in the league once in the past and well forgot about it after 2 weeks. Nevertheless, Swiftly Taylor, aka Gabe, pulls a shocker, something I'm sure he's never done in his personal life, and upsets the Velociraptor 110-87. In our second game, it was a meeting of the asses with Team Mountain Dew, aka Rocky, going up against Anal Obsessed Force It in her butt, also known as Germo, or Jeremy as some of you people might know him as. Rocky had a 15-point lead going to Monday night. Would he be able to hold on? With Germo having 2 players left, it was going to be a close one. He had Phillip Rivers as his starting QB going into Monday night, and well, he actually played well for once, which is hard to believe. One thing for sure, we know a douchebag would come away with the win, and sure enough, Jeremy was that douchebag. Final score, close one, folks, actually, 82-80. On to Game 3, we saw our defending champ trolling at your expense, Joe, taking on everyone's favorite car dealer, Blackbeard Delight, aka Freddy. Joe was off to another great start to defend. Joe was off to a great start this season, putting up one of the high scores of 107 points to Freddy's lonely, pathetic 70 points. Freddy, get with the program. You suck. Can Joe pull off the nearly impossible and repeat as champ? Probably not, but it's been done once before, so never say never. In another game, fourth game of the week, we had Ben Green. Well, I can't really read that name. I wrote it. Ben Green Chili Cheeseburger, aka Louise, taking on Corn on the Cold, Alex. After a disappointing finish last year, Alex was hoping to rebound the early win this year, and I don't know what happened. He left an inactive player on the bench. That's his own fault, and he lost by a point, 95-94.
Oh.
And in the last and least important game of the week, we saw last year's Rookie of the Year, Football FCB, aka Bravo, taking on Reverse Cowgirls Richard. Would Bravo succumb to the sophomore slump? The short and easy answer, quite simply, yes. Richard wins in a close one, 115-110. Now, who has 2 thumbs and is tired of reading scores and highlights? This guy is.
No, I am.
Empresses, that's 4 thumbs. Let's hand out some week 1 awards. First and most importantly, we have to give out my favorite award, the League's Green Elite. I'm going to do things a little differently this time around. A lot of people have received this award in the past, so much so that I feel like starting a Green Elite Hall of Fame. And let's just say there was a bit of drama that happened the week before the season started, and I'm not going to mention names, Joe and Jeremy. But let's induct our first member of the Green Elite Hall of Fame. Drum roll, please. Mr. Jeremy White and his Don't Chase Him, Replace Him team. Let's just say some shenanigans happened. People called names, and nobody could take a joke. But nonetheless, I still want to acknowledge his fantasy presence. He was here for 2 years, 2 or 3 years, I'm not too sure. Well, I'm disappointed myself that I couldn't give him this award. I wish I had an award to give him. But
Here's
let's
an
just...
award.
It's a little butt. It's a butt.
And a badge in the
Because
front.
he's an ass. And a badge in the front. Thank you, Chris.
I was just joking.
You can fill this with tears. He can fill this
Or
with
a
Dynasty
shot.
Fantasy cheers or a shot of his favorite liquor. So yeah, Green Elite, Jeremy White, Week 1 and forever, Hall of Fame. Congratulations. I hope you see this. So moving on to our second award, we have the Shocker, which is quite simply, I think, pretty explainable. A shocker meaning an upset, right, Chris?
A
Shocker.
Shaka.
Shocker. That goes to Gabe for upsetting the commish. And good job, Gabe. Let's see if you play in Week 2. I bet you don't.
Woo.
And moving on, our last and probably most important award. Probably not, actually. It's Week 1. What do we know? MVP goes to Tricky Dick Nixon, or as I like to call him, Dirty Rich. Yeah, I said it. Dirty Rich.
Dirty.
That's it for right now, folks. I hope you enjoyed our special Week 1 recap. doing my best at doing a video one, and I think we spent like 2 hours doing this. It was really ridiculous.
Thanks a lot.
But late night games will do this to us, and it's always fun. So don't forget to follow the Facebook page for all league news, shenanigans, and highlights, and videos such as this. Don't forget to follow Commish
Look
at
on the link.
Mateo.
I'm just kidding. There's no link.
83. Follow me on Twitter. Give me your Twitter. I'll follow you. And I'll see you right here next week, Fantasy Freaks, on the recap.